I absolutely love Main Attraction. It was pretty freaking
I
awesome.
I did too. It was weird though. Like the Razzle Dazzle song. Part of me really enjoyed that song, but part of me is like, wow.
it was
It
it
was
was for what
interesting.
it was good. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan of that style of I have to put all this flash and
yeah.
garbage up in order to sound good. It's like
Well, of
she
course.
clearly
I
has
mean,
a great voice. I mean, just like what the heck are you doing? When you got
yeah,
a
but
good
you get
steak, you
what
don't
they're
douse it
doing
in.
though.
There we go.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Doc's back.
eh,
Yeah,
Yes.
when you get a
woo.
when you get a good steak. Okay, I may be a steak elitist, but when you have a
Yeah.
good steak, you don't put steak sauce on it. A good steak doesn't need steak sauce. Okay, that's if you
Yeah,
got a
everyone
cheap.
knows you put honey and mustard.
Don't know.
But I mean, yeah, but
I hate steak sauce.
you get what they're doing though, right?
Yeah, I
They're
mean that was part of the.
making
It was
fun
part
of
of
all
the.
the they're making fun of all the people who do that,
Yeah,
which is
I
a
know.
lot.
Which is but like in universe, it's like if I was in universe, I'd be looking at that going, looking at the finale, the final music number, and looking at the middle music number and going, the heck, what the hell are you doing? Putting steak sauce on a really good steak. You have an awesome voice.
Yeah.
Use that.
But I do have to admit, I did put Razzle Dazzle on my iPod.
Oh, I've listened. It's the official name is The Spectacle is the official name
Okay.
for it. But I'll
I
get
mean,
more.
it's just so catchy. Like, part of me likes it and part of me dislikes it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a conflict for me too. It's like for what it is, it's pretty good, but it's
Yeah.
like I've listened to I Am Just a Pony like 15 times since I saw the episode. And I watched the episode like again and then just one more time this morning, parts of the episode this morning even again. Like I watched it like 3 times. Like 2 full times and a third just because I wanted to watch it because the music is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It's just it's a really fun episode. Well, frankly, best pony is best pony, so
Yeah.
yeah, I have more interest in seeing Apple Pony do Apple Pony things, but
Yeah. And Doc, it's good to see you.
Yes.
so glad you could join us. Okay, well, this is kind of running from the beginning. Something I noticed that was interesting is apparently Applejack has set up a rodeo before. So maybe I'm thinking maybe she runs the one in Ponyville. I mean,
Yeah, makes sense.
it's reasonable. I mean, being that she's probably the best rodeo pony in all of Ponyville. It's
Probably the
probably
only rodeo pony in Ponyville.
the only maybe. I don't know. Maybe some other ones have it as a hobby. They have their main job they do, and then they do the rodeo as a kind of fun thing to do on the side. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Amethyst Star, the one who said in episode 100, Slice of Life, that she used to be the best organizer in all of Ponyville. Guess who's
Yeah.
helping Applejack organize?
Amethyst Star.
That was fun. That was cool. I like that.
I love continuity in a TV show.
Yeah.
Even if it's small.
I mean, you look at all the pony reviewers out there, and that's one of the things that you always see is, continuity. They all have something to go with, continuity. It's, I love
Yeah.
the Who in the Hay is Countess Coloratura, and she just gets swarmed. You don't know who that is? I've had those feels, AJ. I've had those feels.
Yes.
That
I get
name.
those feels all the bloody time. People are like, you don't know this person? They're like they're like the in thing. I'm like, unless there's something from sci-fi fantasy fandom, I don't know and give a shit who they are.
You know, it's like well, one of the there's a vlogger I watch every once in a while, well, pretty regularly, and he's like, we decide what's famous. You know, for him, it was one of the Greens, one of the Vlog brothers. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't, you know, we decide who's famous. You know, the Kardashians to me are not famous.
Oh god, no. See, the thing about the Kardashians, they're famous because they're famous. I know that makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. But to me, they are not famous. They are not famous.
God, they're awful.
You know,
No,
Kardashians, on the other hand, they're infamous. You know, that was his bit.
Ugh.
But yeah,
I saw this one picture. It's like, who media think my heroes are, women heroes are, and there are these three people. I have no idea who they are in the picture. They're some sort of celebrity musicians. I honestly do not know. I think one of them is Gaga or Minaj or something. I don't know.
Minaj.
And then the bottom one is Eowyn, Arwen, and Tariel, because it was from a LOTR retweet thing. But I'm
Yeah.
like, yes.
It's like
Who our
these
real heroes are.
I think these people are more heroes than these people.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, it's true. I mean, those people just tell you to be skanky little hoes who dress, suggestive in order to get what you want. Whereas the real heroes teach you to be actual heroes.
Yeah. As I was gonna say before, where did they come up with that name?
Countess Coloratura.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think they just wanted a rah-rah or something. They wanted rah-rah. They needed to put rah-rah in there. And
Rah, rah, rah. I swear, she's like a parody of Lady Gaga.
well, she is. I mean, if you look, this is something I pulled. I was doing a little research for this one because I knew exactly who they were trying to make her like. So I was like, okay, I'll research her a little bit and learn maybe something that, I'll trigger some of these main words they're using around her. And it's like, okay, the Countess, I am the Countess, or something. In February 2015, Lady Gaga confirmed that she would be joining the cast of FX's hit horror drama, American Horror Story, for its 5th season, subtitled Hotel. Gaga stars as the Countess Elizabeth, the owner of the titular hotel, who has a nefarious plan. Also a play on Lady Gaga. Okay. Yeah, in that you have... She's also a play on Gaga in that she's rah-rah,
Rah, 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 rah. I've actually never listened to that song. I just know that part of it.
Oh, I've listened to...
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm lost again.
Like, Gaga song stuff. Like, I don't hate her,
I
but
don't
her
know.
music's not my favorite.
The only thing I know about Lady Gaga is she's supposedly a man, and I've seen the epic rap battles of history about her. That is all I really... Oh, and the meat dressing. That is literally all I know about her.
Yeah.
I don't know any of her music. I don't know anything about her.
The only reason I probably know some of her music is that Little Karibo parodied it with something else, like leather pants. That's funny. It's so stupid, but it's funny.
Didn't you do like a Dragon Ball Z thing about being bald or something?
I'm not sure he's done anything about being bald with Dragon Ball Z, but
Somebody did.
that wouldn't surprise me. There's a lot of Team 4-Star stuff that deals with the bald one. Which one?
So yeah, as I was saying, I don't hate Lady Gaga. Her music's just not my thing.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
I can't be asked.
I can't be arsed to care about pop culture.
Yes.
I
like what I
it's
like.
not within my purview, so it's not within my concern.
Yeah. I like what I like, and I don't care.
Exactly.
Let's see.
If you can't be arsed to learn what a type of physical macrokinetic waveform extrapolator is, I can't be learned to memorize all these stupid actors and musicians and famous people that have no concern with in my purview.
You preach it, girl.
And speaking of DBZ abridged, Pinkamena is the pink of all Saiyans.
Yes, this is true.
Hair joke.
I don't get that.
Well, when she went, like, when she saw, I forget what was it, when AJ told her that she knew Ra-Ra, or when she saw Ra-Ra. I think it was when JJ told her she knew Ra-Ra. Her hair goes into that big cone that went up. Her frizz gets freaked. Okay, well, in Dragon Ball Z, this alien, race, there's a guy called Vegeta, and his hair is perpetually up in kind of a spike, and he calls himself the Prince of all Saiyans, which is this alien species. And so, the pink of all Saiyans. It doesn't sting as well. It doesn't hit as hard when you have to explain it. But for our people who are not DBZ,
you have to have been there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's a different episode.
It works. It works better. The people who know what I'm talking about probably got a chuckle out of that.
Probably. Again, that's within my purview. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no,
I have bad news. Our one viewer isn't here.
No, I didn't whore myself out this week because I was in the middle of a phone call.
Where is our one viewer?
Fanboys, where are you?
Yes. I mean, they're not that important, but me.
Oh, please. Madrock needs his ego petted. And I'm not going anywhere near that nasty shit.
Nasty.
Okay. Well,
oh, it's nasty.
Anyway, moving on. Like Trixie, Ra-Ra also doesn't trust wheels. You looked at her litter, it was that gold thing. There were no wheels. There was the carriers, and there were no wheels. There were no wheels. It was all like straight pegs down to stand on.
Yeah, what is it with ponies and wheels?
I don't trust them. Always turning on you. It's
like wheels. It's like wheels are the work of the pony devil.
Yeah. Let's see. Then, Rarity says something kind of interesting, but artists require certain necessities to do our best work.
Well, that's true, but there's going way too far.
Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, some of the what artists consider necessities, I've never understood. I understand maybe some water or something like that.
Yeah, water, that's a must.
That's fine. If you're a singer, some water before the show, maybe some tea, that's fine.
Maybe a small bite to eat, not like 100 freaking apples.
Yeah, I mean, just like modest things like that, I understand. But there's people will put out crazy requests. It's like, yes, we want a bowl of only brown M&Ms.
There's actually a reason to.
That's a common joke with a lot of celebrity things.
Yeah, but there's a good reason to the brown M&M things. They're not doing that to be because I can. They're doing it to see if they will, because if they don't do that, then there might be other things in the contract that they didn't do that are more important.
Well, it still seems rather silly to me.
Yeah.
But
it's for a big thing to be okay, I need this light to shine on me on this certain amount, this certain time. Oh, and I want a bowl of brown M&Ms.
I still don't think... It still seems silly.
Yeah. Hey, we have one viewer. Please don't be dog, please. Oh, of course, it's Doc.
It's me.
Yeah. Uh, also, oh god, the cuteness of Philly, AJ, and Rara.
Oh, that. Oh, you mean the pig you have right now that's making me go squee every time I see it?
Yes.
Oh, no, it's just so
I am going to kill our viewers with cuteness.
just so cute. Oh, too bad I couldn't find like a GIF form of it. I was just,
I'm sure if I really tried, I could, but
yeah.
I'll just do this.
It's just so cute.
Apparently, and AJ apparently plays the acoustic pretty well for having just hooves. I mean, I understand unicorns doing it, and maybe even Pegasi, because they can kind of hold the guitar and maybe like strum with their feathers or something. But
Well,
like,
Rara played the piano with just tubes.
yeah, that too. It's like, okay, Earth Pony Magic apparently allows you to play guitar
And
with hooves.
Octavia plays the cello with hooves.
But she's like holding on to. Well, I guess the heels
True,
have
but
one
then-
hoof that's doing the frets
Yeah,
at the
the
top or
notes
whatever
and
those are
stuff.
called.
It's frets,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Um,
I know how to play the cello, it's just my cello lingo is off.
yeah. Lena Hall is beyond fantastic in her singing this episode.
Oh, damn. Has she been in anything else? Like, the name sounds familiar.
Well, I think she's won Tonys. She's done a lot. I'd have to look up what all she's done, but she's done a lot. She's
Wow.
she's fairly big in her community, in that kind of, musicals and that sort of thing. She's pretty well known.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it was a Tony she won. But yeah, she even like in her Tony I'm going to steal this from I Love Kim Possible a lot, but she actually like mentioned friendship is magic in her Tony acceptance speech. So that's how much of a Pegasister or Brony as she prefers to be called, whichever it is. And that's how big of a fan she is.
Yeah.
Rarity said something else. She has some interesting lines. Like the other thing is, sometimes ponies change, and this is kind of interesting because in this episode we see that Rara has changed,
Yeah.
but not her core.
Yeah, like, she's still nice. She's not like, oh my god.
Yeah, she has all the kind of the diva-ness on the outside, but she's still kind of...
And a lot of that diva-ness wasn't even hers to begin with.
Yeah,
that was an act by Svengali, kind of put on to her.
Mhm.
It's like... And she just kind of... She transcended the mask just a little bit. She also, borrowed styling tips from Sonata Dusk. While I'm thinking about Svengali, his name is probably based off of Svengali. It's a fictional character in Georges du Maillet's 1895 novel Trilby. Svengali is a Jew of Eastern European origins who seduces, dominates, and exploits Trilby, a young English girl, and makes her into a famous singer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The word Svengali has come to refer to a person who, with evil intent, dominates, manipulates, and controls a creative person, such as a singer or actor. In court, a Svengali defense is a legal tactic that purports the defendant to be a pawn in the scheme of a greater and more influential criminal mastermind. So, I looked that up for a little bit. And he's just a touch of a narcissist. Maybe just a little bit.
Oh yeah, sure, just a touch, you say?
Just a touch. The other thing that's... well, coming back to the cart and like the beginning of the episode, makes me wonder if Rara actually requested the stuff on the card. Was that Svengali too?
Maybe she like asked for like some of it, like maybe she asked for like, I would like something to drink, but Svengali's like, she will have 200 drinks
Yeah.
with bendy straws.
Yes. Yeah, maybe she did want Rainbow Falls water, but she didn't want 12 of them. Or she just, maybe she just wanted regular water, and she's like, I must upgrade you to the best water possible. It's
Yeah,
like,
but hey, it's Rainbow Falls water or nothing. Okay?
Yeah, so I mean...
It's like the best water out there.
And Pinky throws another non sequitur at us with Fernando the Straw. Pinky is Pinky. There's no explaining Pinky other than Pinky is Pinky.
Yeah.
She has her own her own physics.
Trying to explain Pinky's logic is illogical.
Spock would be very confused.
Oh yes.
And I guess they're labeled or he knows them well enough, but how can Svengali tell if they came from where they came from? I mean, the flowers didn't look. There was no like big label on them. The eclairs could have just come from Sugar Cube Corner. It's not like he knows.
I would like to see this. Twilight turns to Pinkie Pie. Did that water really come from the falls? No, I got it from my bathroom sink.
Yeah, and most of the time, you can't tell because most bottled water is just tap water. Sometimes not even filtered, just tap water.
That is true. Put it in a bottle and put a $2 price mark on it, and you're in business.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, because it costs them like 5 cents to fill up less than 5 cents to fill up the bottle. The bottle costs more than the water, and then they just remark it up about 2 million%, and then sell it off to the people who don't realize that it's just tap water. It's just normal water.
Sometimes it's better off filling it up yourself because they have water bottles that you can buy that have their own filters built in.
Yep.
Yeah, and water bottles you just refill are so much better because, number one, you save a lot of money on buying them. And
number two, the plastic in the disposable ones carry more bacteria than the refillable ones because they're a lot harder to clean.
Yeah, and you don't.
What? Hold on.
You were packing the car, or I'm packing my car for yesterday. You happen to notice paper towels?
Ladies and gentlemen, dogs.
No, I didn't. I didn't see any. I did not see any. Sorry about that.
Anyway, you don't have to throw out all those water bottles, too. Create a bunch of trash for no reason when you can just refill your own.
Although in my case, I don't use water, so my water plus my bottles I do reuse. I drink tea. I drink Lipton unsweetened tea.
One moment,
because I'm very picky about how my tea tastes.
One moment, I have a word from a commenter. I don't know how I got to this part of the internet. This is fascinating and confusing, like handicapped porn. Have a great day. LOL.
Okay.
Well, something, I guess.
Yeah. The specific line that Rarity said earlier that I was referring to was, sometimes it's hard to see our friends change. But moving on, that was just part of my notes that I put in the wrong place. We also learned that auto-tune magic exists for some reason.
Makes sense.
One big thing about that, the middle of the spectacle, is how it ends. The last line is, "Not just a pony, I am the Countess." And then she follows that up with her last song of, "I am just a pony." So that's kind of interesting that it's a nice little turn there. All the songs except were awesome. Though obviously the middle was the least favorite, though it was still good. It had too many effects to make it. The effects were, again, putting steak sauce on a steak, a really good steak. It's just why. Again, we see that she didn't change completely because we see the meeting with the school ponies. That's super important to her, the charity and whatnot. Which, the critical failure in Svengalip's plan is that he threatens to pull her from the show, but he knows that she would never go for it.
Yeah, but when she's like, I think I might, stop the thing. She's like, oh, I'm so glad. Now I can get a spa treatment.
Yeah, he's not exactly the model of charity and goodwill.
Yeah.
Let's see. They broke the CMC with the letter writing. That was pretty funny. You wrote to Countess Coloratura about me.
Thank you, darling.
And then just broken face. Just CMC.exe has stopped.
This does not compute.
Yeah, they're just gone. Yeah, like she said, Cherry's important to her, and dropping out would ruin her image.
Yeah.
AJ gives Rara a dose of solid honesty. Bitter, but highly effective.
Well, she is the element of honesty.
Yeah. Rara jumps back to her Countess persona and accuses her of jealousy. She can't take it. It's a bitter pill to swallow, and so she gets really defensive at that point and puts on the Countess persona as kind of a defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Svengalip is exposed for the weasel he is. One thing she does say is, without Svengalip, I'm nothing.
Oh,
If you actually ever listen to yourself saying, you are not nothing. The other thing that's interesting is that, she goes from the, when Rarity's dressing her up, helping her get dressed and whatnot, she's wearing one outfit, and then when she goes on stage, she's in a completely different outfit. Because she's all glitzed and shiny and all that garbage on her, and then just oh yeah, yeah, she's got all that glitz and stuff on her, and then just, oh no, we're just gonna have very modest, very...
Yeah, she had all that glitz and glam.
Yeah, she kind of ditched it for a more reasonable outfit, something that looks more classic, more ordinary, but still good. It's still a good look.
Yeah.
Whose bathroom? The blue one. Is that yours or Dad's?
Dad's. No, I'm kind of in the middle of a Skype call, so stop talking to me, please.
Yeah, so just
If you have any questions, just set it aside, okay?
yes. Unless the world's dying, still don't ask.
Let's see. But yeah, and then the best perk of friendship is getting to see your friend be true to themselves.
Yeah.
That was nice. Basically, when you toss aside the glitz and glam, you shine brighter than ever. The last song, I Am Just a Pony, is that song is why the autotune nonsense is such a waste of such an amazing voice.
Yeah.
We get AJ crying on the outside. Their Liquid Pride.
Yes,
One of
Liquid
those.
Pride.
Depends on what you want to how you want to, I guess maybe depression tears she holds in, but like joyful tears she lets out. I'm guessing.
I don't know. She didn't have much liquid pride when her little apple bloom grew up. She's all like, my little sister's all grown up.
I think that was liquid pride. I think that was very much liquid pride coming out there. She was real touched that her sister got her mark.
Yeah.
No, I meant the other time when she was her +1. And she was all purdied up.
Yeah, that episode.
Oh yeah. That could be classified as liquid pride. It's a happy tear.
So happy.
It was also cool to see that at the end, Rara remembered the song they prepared for camp. Now they just say prepared. They don't say they actually wrote it themselves, but
He's like, hey, rah, sing random words.
But they said they prepared it for the camp. It maybe they wrote it, and maybe it was an older song that it was an Equestria standard that they just decided to pick up. Heck, it could be the Equestrian national anthem for all we know.
Oh, Equestria is so amazing.
Spike would still fuck that one up.
Yes, he would.
Yeah, he would find a way. A Spike finds a way to go a little Goldblum on that one. Let's see. Harsh truths are sometimes hard to tell, but you should tell them. Also be true to yourself. Don't disguise your true talent with the facade of others.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything else.
But yeah, it's hard. But remember, the one who can tell the harshest truths is Fluttershy. I mean, damn girl.
The most frivolous ponies in Ponyville.
Well, that, and I was thinking of the episode where she tells Rainbow Dash that Tank is going to hibernate.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, damn, girl, you're not the element of honesty Applejack is.
Well, she's being cruel to be kind. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's being cruel to be kind.
Yeah.
Throw that over there. Let's see. Overall, I love this episode. Great music. There was Applejack action going on, and she was in her best. This is a good Applejack episode. This is Applejack at her best, where she's helping others. I mean, she doesn't have a lot of great character building possibilities simply because she's not that flawed a character. She's got some flaws, but for the most part they're fairly mundane and they're not really that big. She's, like many people have said, she doesn't have a lot of flaws, so it's hard to make stories for her. This is the kind of story that Applejack excels at, is helping others, using her level-headedness, her down-to-earth nature, forgive the pun, to really, kind of help somebody through something like this.
Which is why I think that Apple Bloom's cutie mark being what it is a perfect fit for her. You know, within the whole, something that her sister should be, is really proud about. Because it fits their personalities, and considering how down to earth and how Applejack's biggest thing is helping other people.
Yeah.
Which is really funny because she's neither generosity nor kindness.
Well, she's got a nice balance of most of the elements. I wouldn't say she's necessarily the best with laughter, because she's probably not got the best jokes. But I mean, kindness, loyalty, the loyalist of friends, the most dependable of ponies. You got loyalty, you got kindness. What else? Laughter. Generosity. Yeah, I was like, okay.
Doesn't have the magic part though.
Yeah, but that's kind of an emergence of all of them put together. But yeah, she could, in certain ways, in certain episodes, she could be swapped out for any of them in terms of what element she could have represented. She could have represented kindness in a way, kind of a brash kindness. She could have been except for laughter. Laughter's about the only one. She can tell a joke, but it seems to me that kind of jokes she would tell would be mostly bad jokes. She seems like one who would tell, kind of dad humor, just bad jokes that are just kind of groan worthy, but they're still kind of funny, but they're a little bit groan worthy.
Yeah, it's like, don't just don't.
I think that's the kind of humor she would gravitate towards.
Yeah. This is true. Yeah.
All right. Do we have any more thoughts on the main attraction?
Well, let me check. Hey, Clonk the Donk, do you have any thoughts on the main attraction? If you saw the episode of My Little Pony. Okay, they said,
Dad,
It's the one where Applejack's friend comes back to Ponyville. And she sings that auto-tune song. Well, Clonk the Donk said it was okay.
Okay.
Okay.